Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you. Today's reading, we'll be taking a look at the next 7 days. So, supermoon, heavily charged energy. In the next few days, we have the blue moon, and this is the second full moon in August. So that will come with a lot of energy. Now, this reading is timeless, so if you are clicking outside of when I'm recording this video, it is absolutely fine. Just means the energy is coming in with the next full moon in the next 7 days, whenever you click on this video. So take a look at these 3 piles or options to choose from here. We have pre-shuffle the oracle cards. I've not looked at them. We'll read some tarot as well. Please use your intuition to guide you into whichever option feels more aligned with your energy. We have option number 1 with the yellow bird, option number 2, the white butterfly, and then option number 3 with the peacock. So I'll leave the video running, but I will show you these a little more up close so you can see if this is what you want to choose. It is absolutely fine to be drawn to multiple piles. Could mean there's multiple aspects in regards to the energy that spirit is wanting to communicate to you. And the best way to develop your intuition is to come up with something you will see, hear, or feel in the reading that will confirm to you that indeed it is your pile. All right, so only you can apply whatever this energy is to your situation, circumstance, because this is a collective reading. Not everything is going to be completely detailed to your specific situation, although the general flow of energy should match up energetically to the frequency in which you're resonating at this time. All right, so 3 options, beautiful options. I will leave the video running. The timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. I will see you at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. You picked the yellow bird. Beautiful. We're going to take a look at the energy coming in for you the next 7 days with the supermoon. So we have the blue moon coming up in the next few days. This is the second full moon in August, so energy is heavily charged, although this is a timeless reading. So when you click on this, we are looking at the next 7 days coming in with the next full moon for you guys, beautiful viewers. So use your intuition, come up with what you will see, hear, or feel that will confirm to you indeed this is your pile. All right, so let's take a look at these pre-shuffled oracle cards that I have not looked at. We have 40 with mouse spirit, tend to the small things. All right, reduced to number 4. We have my breath connects me to life. We have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Ooh. And we have I speak positively of others. And we have initiation. Looks like a genie lamp here. And then we have the 2 interlocking rings. Initiation. Okay. We have the turtle or tortoise. Looks like a tortoise. It almost looks as though the back of this tortoise is what this mouse is kind of standing on, and it's reminding me of those what are they called? Those stories where there's like a lesson, or are they called fables, I think, where the turtle rescues the little mouse on his back. I don't know if it was a turtle and a mouse, but what I'm getting from this energy is almost like an energy here coming to save you or rescue you from like troubled waters in some way, although I do feel as though your energy is coming through quite strong as rescuing yourself. So let's see. Oh, we have the doorknob with the key hole, and then someone putting a key to open a door here. We have 3 people with their backs turned, and we have a very graphic, wowzers, picture here. Very graphic, very raw, very vulnerable, very sensual. Alrighty. Is this supposed to go this way? No. Sorry, guys. Because it doesn't really matter so much. All right, let's keep going. We have choose who you are becoming. Looks like a crossroads sign, the one way or the other. Number 7. 7 is the Chariot. We have Yemaya with resurrection. Yemaya with resurrection. Okay. And we have Mabudi with key. Look at that. Key. Another key. So key is all about the answers or solutions to problems or questions or information, knowing information. What are we going to do here, Spirit? Okay, so I feel like we are going to actually do this. So we have room for your tarot, beautiful pile number 1. Okay. Spirit for pile 1. The next 7 days, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. What is the energy coming in with this next full moon in the next 7 days for beautiful pile number 1? Clear and concise message that I can channel. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm so blessed. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. Okay, we have the Devil, Capricorn energy coming through. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to leave them as they come out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so let's keep pulling. 3 more cards, Spirit. 3 more for pile 1. Ace of Rods, which is the Ace of Wands. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, what's the Wheel of Fortune? Queen of Swords. Okay, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy coming through as well. Pile 1. Give me a minute to tap into this energy. Okay. We'll read this. Your answer might, or your whole energy storyline might become more clear as we get to the end of this reading, which sometimes happens in these readings because not everything is either visible or clear, which sometimes means to me that either could be multi-layered or it could certainly be something very deep in the subconscious here that maybe we're hiding energetically or not seeing or suppressing, or something here that needs to become visible energetically to you. So there might be an energetic energy here that's suppressing something, or maybe denying something or something like that. But let's see what's going to be relevant to you. So I feel like there is an energy here of you definitely taking action, okay, on something. And I feel like this is something you would already know about, that I feel like, and it could very well be speaking up, okay, speaking up for yourself, speaking some sort of truth, or speaking about what it is that you want to do for yourself here, okay, with I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. It's like you are the one sort of responsible for what it is that you want to manifest, or what it is that is happening in your life, okay, to a degree. I mean, things sometimes happen, and it's how we react to it that's going to result in whatever outcome. So I feel like something has either slipped away or happened here that I feel you feel maybe you didn't act in your highest truth, or you didn't take action. And it could be you didn't speak up when you felt there was something you needed to say, or maybe there was almost like I'm getting an energy here of speaking a truth or saying something of how you really feel about a certain situation, a certain person, a certain circumstance here, with some level of truth here. I think that there is there's an energy here that I feel you want to revisit for whatever reason, because maybe it feels as though I don't know, it seems almost like maybe whatever the result was, you don't feel like there was closure, or whatever the closure was, it didn't reflect the truth. Because I feel like there is some information here that maybe didn't completely come out into the open here. Or maybe you want more, what's the word? You want to impact something differently with new information. Let's go back to, sorry, this might come a little choppy, but let's go back to this tortoise. So the tortoise is definitely longevity, long lifespan here, but I'm getting this protective energy here that is able to come in and sort of take you out of a sticky situation, or a situation here in which maybe you felt like there was a dire situation that you needed to come out of. I feel like there's something you experienced here where maybe you might have found yourself needing to be rescued, or needing to come out of whatever state you were in here. And it could feel as though maybe people turn their backs on you. Maybe you felt as though who you depended on or counted on to come rescue or save you in some sort of way here might have let you down in some way. Or I don't know, there's something here about feeling some sort of betrayal, but maybe you feel like you betrayed yourself in some way. This is an interesting energy, and I apologize, pile one. This might become clear as we continue through, but there is a energy here of vulnerability and being exposed. Being vulnerable, being exposed, and I mean, the turtle has a shell, which is kind of the opposite of this. The rat, or I guess this would be the mouse here, but the mouse is kind of a little bit afraid and a little skittish here. And the mouse, I feel like there's something unresolved here that you feel maybe you let yourself down. And maybe instead of being kind of exposed or vulnerable to a truth here, you might have turned your back or didn't act in your highest good here. So I feel like the rescuer energy I'm feeling here is potentially your own energy. You coming to revisit a situation here and maybe choosing a different pathway, because I feel like whatever pathway you initially chose might have been one of first instinct, which was to maybe run or hide or not act because you didn't feel safe. Maybe your environment didn't feel safe for you to open up or to communicate something. So maybe you held on to some information here. But I feel like you probably are wanting to come back to revisit a situation here. The Devil is a held back energy. And the Two of Swords is where we don't really act or make a decision, so we stay idle. The fact that it is in reverse, it's like we're kind of living the consequences of our inaction or our staying put, or living the consequences of choosing the Devil energy, which is choosing the more maybe immediate gratification, or the energy that we know isn't the energy that is the highest truth that we can encompass here. So we didn't really act in our most authentic way. And it could have made us appear as though we were someone here who might have been quite difficult, or someone who let someone down, or didn't stand up for someone here, or didn't communicate. Maybe you didn't stand up for yourself here. So you feel like you let yourself down in some way. I feel as though you were supposed to say something or do something here, and you did not. And there's like a clarity here and a certainty here of what it is that you're supposed to do or say, what was aligned to your highest, most truest, authentic self, and that you acted out of a place of potentially, I don't know, first instinct, maybe fear, maybe immediate gratification, maybe we were protecting ourselves. But the big message coming through in the next 7 days here is that there is some sort of a resurrection. I feel like you're wanting to revisit some situation here with the new clarity or certainty that you have here, to spin a situation for the positive, or breathe back life into something here that maybe, yeah, my breath connects me to life. Breathe back life into something here that maybe was abandoned, or you walked away from, or released, or didn't do for whatever reason here. Okay, let's get some more. Yeah, sorry, this is an interesting energy, and like I said, sometimes when it doesn't come through, it could be that we are really maybe even suppressing something here. But I see you taking whatever information, because we saw Queen of Swords, which is certainty, clarity. And I feel like the key is an answer. It's certainty and having information and knowledge in order to open up a door, which could be an opportunity here. Like we said, the crossroads. So we might have not have chose, or we might have chose to be inactive, or chose to not speak up, or chose to not do what we feel was in our highest good, or what the situation was calling for. And now we're revisiting maybe something where we feel we were locked out of, or shut out of, or something like that. Okay, let's ask Spirit. Spirit, can we get more clarity here? I'm not quite seeing what this is. Thank you so much for guiding me into what it is that I am channeling, clear and concise, for the highest, greatest good of pile number 1. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. We have the moon in reverse. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse? We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. And why is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse? Sun. Okay, and then why is the moon here? We're getting the Ace of Wands coming out again and the 4 of Wands, and it is in reverse. So pile 1, next 7 days. So this is definitely giving me the revisiting of the situation here. We can't move on away from, when we have the 8 of Cups, we're walking away from an unfulfilling emotional situation here. And we might be walking away, although there might be an unknown, because we don't really know where we're walking, but we're trying to find something that does emotionally fulfill us in search of our 9th cup. But when it's in reverse, it's like we might have had to really reflect in order to come back to a situation where we might have not have been understanding something here, and we might have been acting out of fear or an uncertainty. Okay, interesting. We have divine masculine, divine feminine energy, and the feminine energy is in the reverse. So feminine energy is all that receptive energy, being able to allow things to flow without needing to control. Here, I feel like there has been some review and some understanding in an area. Maybe you're having a difficult time in moving away from. The devil energy is being held back, is being bound, is being restricted. Same with this 4 of Pentacles, but it is in reverse. So it's like we have some new clarity around what we need to kind of let go of, or that we needed to release or grip. Okay, release our grip here. And 10 of Pentacles. This could be the family card here. It's the stability. It is building long-term legacy, success here. And a family situation in reverse could certainly mean troubles with family, or troubles in building some sort of long-term stability here. I mean, the 4 of Pentacles is stability as well. So both in reverse, it's like maybe there's something here in regards to our stability. It could be our what we call home, something in the practical world here that we were hanging on to here that might have we might have got some insight here that we were having to release, or we were holding on too tightly to something here that wasn't working out for the long term here. And I feel as though whatever sort of maybe uncertainty you had, or fears you might have had, or what was kind of unknown to you, is now becoming very clear. And I think your own actions and your own ability to take control, or allow yourself to sit through even maybe someone else's actions here without maybe running away, or without needing, like you need control, or you need to hang on, or there's something here about you engaging differently here and revisiting a situation. This 4 of Wands is also the family card. And these could both be, you know, long-term stability. These are both long-term commitment, building for the long term, coming together with family. And in reverse, it's like it's fallen apart here. This is like the wedding being called off, the celebration being called off here. But I feel like there's revisiting, maybe where we feel maybe we let down a family member, or we didn't provide some sort of stability, or we were hanging on to something that we felt we were holding back something here. We were holding back something here, which resulted in maybe something kind of falling apart here. This is an interesting one, pile one. I don't generally get so stumped, but it's revisiting the beginning of something here that might have fell apart or didn't quite work out in the best way possible. And I feel you do desire to give it another shot. And I feel like it's something here that does bring some sort of joy and happiness and contentment. This is the most positive card here in the tarot. Joy, contentment, certainty, happiness, celebration. And we might have been like held back with something here. But I feel we see something differently, or you're now seeing clearly. Let's pull some more. Okay. Sometimes I read messages that don't make a whole lot of sense to me, but sometimes they make sense to you. 3 people here, so community. Maybe it is your family. Involves other people. And we see 2 people here. Could certainly be your siblings, your family members. All right, so spirits, can we get a little bit more here so that the viewer understands what it is that I'm communicating here for the next 7 days? What are they revisiting exactly? Can we get more precise information for pile number 1? What is this energy in the next 7 days coming in? We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Death card in reverse. We have the 4 of Wands now in the upright. We have the Emperor in reverse, Aries energy, Scorpio energy. We have the Page of Wands, and finally we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so energy, effort, dedication, working on, it could be work, but I feel like it's more putting in the energy, the effort, and the work in towards some family situation or some stability or a coming together. And I feel like the work is being put into allowing something to transform here, that I feel there was resistance. So I feel like you are coming back in a different mindset where you feel more protected, and maybe because now you're more certain to revisit something here and working on allowing some sort of transformation here to happen, because I feel like there was a resistance to something that had to kind of go away, or it, yeah, because we saw the Devil, we saw the 4 of Pentacles, which was holding back or holding on to something, and I feel like the something is something that needed to transform or change. And I feel like you might have felt like you were not empowered to act, or you were not empowered to do something here that I feel would allow you to make something come together here in a way that you want. It's interesting because the Page is very young energy here. The Page of Wands is exploring uncharted territory here out of passion to pursue something. So the Page is kind of naive in a way, but definitely goes exploring without reservation. And the Emperor in reverse. I mean, this is in the shadow aspect, but I'm also getting maybe there's an area here of an unknown, of not being experienced enough, or not feeling experienced enough to feel empowered to do what it is I think that you were feeling you were needing to do. But I think you're revisiting here with dedication, with some understanding that there has to be some sort of an effort into some sort of transformation here, and a desire to explore something here. I'm also getting that you feel like you might be walking into some conflict, because although it is a Four of Wands, which is coming together in celebration, I feel like you're coming in with a wand, maybe knowing that you might have to challenge something, or it may cause some conflict here. But there's something here that you desire to start over with the resurrection. It's like I said, like you want a second chance at something here that I feel emotionally brings you happiness. I feel like you want emotional happiness here, and to make peace in a situation maybe where you feel like you did not get peace, or you did not get closure, or there wasn't a union of sorts here. Okay, we're going to pull final words, because I don't know that there's too much more. Well, let's see. I'm going to see. Is there any sort of information here Spirit wants to communicate that's going to provide some clarity to this situation for the viewer? Some final clarity here in regards to this situation for the viewer, so they know what this is about in the next 7 days. What is this energy about? High Priestess. That's Pisces energy. The King of Wands in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. And why is this Wheel of Fortune in reverse here? Six of Pentacles. I feel like your understanding here is getting aligned with your higher self. I feel there is something here intuitively that maybe, like I said, certainly you've experienced, but I feel like whatever experience you had here wasn't in line with your highest self or what you knew to be true. So I feel like there's something strong within you asking you to take charge or revisit a situation that I feel the outcome was not to your favor, and you didn't act on, you didn't speak, you didn't empower yourself to do something here. And I feel like maybe you gave up, or you didn't water something here in the way that would have done you justice, or knowing there is something here that you want to bring justice to. I'm getting that from this High Priestess, because it's more aligned with what you feel is right. And it could have resulted in, you know, a partnership that's falling apart. This could be family situations. This could be an imbalance here in, you know, a give and take here. Could be a relationship, partnership, whatever this was. I feel as though it resulted in something here that I feel left you in a state of knowing that you could change the tides here, and your action or your lack of action led to an unpleasant experience. So in the next 7 days, you're bringing balance to a situation here. I think you're coming forward with something you can offer here. in a practical way. So we saw the Eight of Pentacles, which is putting in our own energy and staying to task here. So I feel like you're showing up here in a way to bring justice and balance to a situation that I think the result here was something that you did not like. Yeah, you did not like. So you're revisiting. Okay, so let's get advice here. Let's get advice for you. Pile 1. That was a roundabout way. Roundabout message. All right, so what is the advice here? There might have been fear in being exposed here. So maybe you're coming forward with some, are you coming forward to revisit something now more protected and not so exposed? It's almost like you left, or you hid, or you ran, or you had to go put some sort of protective coat. If you're revisiting a situation here, I'm hearing from Spirit where you're not allowing yourself to be completely vulnerable or exposed. This might result in you maybe not getting exactly what it is that you were expecting here. Let's see. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Three of Swords in the upright. And the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Imbalance. Not coming to terms with some sort of truth or realization that we're needing to have based on what has happened. We need to remove our ego and accept some sort of a reality truth here. I feel like you have sat in some sort of contemplation here, in which maybe for some period of time there was an inability to recognize an imbalance, or an inability to recognize maybe where we were unable to provide some sort of balance or give to a situation in a way that I feel we were not seeing, or we were not in tune or in line with our highest self, with what we knew to be more true, but we didn't really see it at the time. And it resulted in heartache. It resulted in us feeling loss. This is somebody's words, actions, or intentions that cause pain. And I feel in this case, it could be our own lack of action, our own lack of words that's created pain, in which we had to really sit back and see where we were not seeing before in order for things to turn for the better. But Spirit is saying here, there's a need to allow our receptivity, which is not having a defensive energy, dropping any sort of guards or walls that we have here, surrendering to what we don't know, maybe not coming in very defensive or guarded, or in an energy of having to protect ourselves, so we become very hard to engage with here. There's a need to surrender to the unknown, because I think there is something behind this door that I feel you're revisiting here, with some sort of information that you feel you know. And I think what you know is what you've experienced here that you don't like. So you're trying to actively change the outcome of something here. But Spirit is saying there's a lot we don't know. And we may have to be receptive and open to allowing ourselves to accept that we don't see or understand everything, but surrender to this in order for things to turn out, because we have to trust that where we can act, we have the free will to act. But in other situations, sometimes we have to trust in the divine and trust that we're acting out of a place of honor to ourselves and to others in situations. I don't feel like you feel you acted out of your highest self here, okay? So the advice, an advice to surrender to what we don't know and allow things to unfold here, because I feel you don't know how things might unfold. You might have an idea maybe, or you might think there's a certain outcome you're wanting to engage with. I don't want to leave this kind of up like this because it does feel a little bit loose-ended. So I'm going to do one final tarot spread here in regards to what you can kind of expect here. But I think that's the whole message, is like allow things to unfold here that you might be fearing in some way. There's that 7 of Wands in reverse. It's like, yeah, like surrender here. Not to be guarded, not to be having to protect yourself with defensiveness, letting down your guards here. What is the outcome? Final words here. Yeah, things are working out in your favor here, although you might not see it. Knight of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. And the Moon. There's the Sun and the Moon again. Divine Masculine and Feminine. Look, now they're both in the upright. And here's the Lovers. Okay. Pile 1. You took me for a little ride here. Oh my goodness. So this is all about balance. Masculine, feminine energy. Okay. It could be with another person here as well, because we were seeing the 4 of Wands coming together. So it could be union, balanced, masculine, feminine. But it could be you internally having to allow yourself to tap into an energy here that maybe you're not used to. Maybe you're heavy in your masculine energy, and to get into your feminine energy, which is receptivity, being able to communicate, which is more in the feminine energy. We have masculine and feminine energies within us, and maybe we're not used to the type of energy that we were needing to encompass here. But I feel like there's a certainty and a sort of an understanding and some joy to be celebrated here. I feel you know it, because I feel you're revisiting something here. But the strong advice here is we can't come in defensive here or standing our ground and fighting for something here that I feel might be counterproductive or defensive. I can't pick it up. Okay. Sorry. We're defensive. We've been defensive. We've been fighting for something here, maybe that, you know, an outcome maybe, or doing something here in a way where we felt alone and we had to like challenge, or we felt challenged. But it's like Spirit is saying, as long as you show up here with an energy of willing to contribute in a fair way here, contribute however you see fit here. So if it's in way of communication, in way of giving to a situation energetically, how you show up here, trust that there will be a balance here, and that the result here is something to be celebrated, something joyous, something very, it's like having the best possible outcome in a situation here and balance. But part of it is unknown to you, because I feel like some of it we cannot see. So although we see clearly that it is joyous and happy, there's parts of this we cannot see, and we might have been trying to fight for seeing everything, but Spirit's saying just trust. If you show up in a way that is balanced, that is willing to contribute, that there is this opportunity here for you to experience sun energy. And I feel like with the Lovers coming out, and we're seeing the Wheel of Fortune here constantly as well, and we're seeing the Sun, the Moon, masculine, feminine energy, I feel like could potentially be in a partnership here, which could very well be, again, could it be family? Yes. Could it be a romantic partner? Yes. I feel like there's something here that you're actively choosing to revisit here, because the Lover is all about choice, but there's a need to be driven in a way that moves towards something here, wanting to have sort of a truth, having a clarity, having an understanding here, because the Sun is an understanding, and same with the Swords is all about, you know, truth, clarity, mental thought here. So yeah, this reading is a little bit interesting here, pile number 1. I hope you guys can make sense of what is going on here in this reading. We have Gemini energy coming out, and Pisces and Leo. So let me know in the comments the next 7 days, because I'm curious to know what you're revisiting here and what the outcome is. And it could very well be different for all of you guys, but I do see a positive outcome here, okay? And a lot of unknown, and potentially you having to face some sort of fear here. But the Knight of Swords charges in and does not fear, and the Knight of Swords is quick moving energy. So I feel like there's a need to face some sort of challenge here, some sort of decision you feel challenged by the uncertainty here, because we don't see something, or we think we don't see something. All right, so I hope this resonated. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. You picked the White Butterfly. I cannot wait to get into your lovely reading. We pre-shuffled the oracle cards, have not looked at them. Please use your intuition to feel, see, or hear something that will confirm to you indeed this is your reading. Now we're looking at the next 7 days energetically, and this does come with the supermoon. In the next few days we have what's called the blue moon, second full moon here in the month of August. So it is energetically charged. Now this is a timeless reading, so if you're watching outside of that period, just take this as energy coming in the next 7 days, or with the next full moon here for you, whatever resonates. So we have number 19 with Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. And we have I am protected by Source. We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. We have I am accepting. Transcendence. We have Prism. I think some Pink Floyd from this card. We have a mother breastfeeding a baby here. You two do not like that. We have the Nurse. I've been dreaming of breastfeeding a baby. Maybe this is my message interesting, but since June, I've been dreaming of being pregnant or having a child, giving labor, breastfeeding, like all these dreams that are kind of the same topic, but not really connected. But twice now in a short period of time, I was dreaming of breastfeeding a baby. And I mean, I've already had kids and I'm past that whole stage. So it's not like for any reason I should be dreaming it. But it is a very interesting message here that's coming through. So we have the classroom, and then we have what looks like somebody holding someone or pulling them by the arm, maybe involuntarily trying to control someone, or maybe play fighting, wrestling. I don't know, maybe forcing them to do something, maybe forcing them to put their hands in fire. Wow, okay, well, one seems very gentle, one seems very forced. Health, health, health. Let's see. Now celebrate your wins with the number 49 or number 13. And 13 is the death card in the tarot. And then we have manifesteer with creation. And we have the snake, which is all about health. Okay. Or healing, I should say. Snake is all about healing. Should we do this? We shall. Okay. Let us pull your tarot, pile number 2. Spirit, clear and concise message here for pile number 2. What is this message for pile 2 in regards to the energy in the next 7 days with that supermoon? What do they need to know? Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy at this time. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 4 of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the Magician in reverse. Manifesteer, creation, Magician in reverse. Okay. Next 7 days, pile number 2. Well, protected by source. I do feel as though there is there's an energy around you here that is certainly helping you through an experience here that I feel this might have taken a toll on you. I feel like you're being nourished here throughout whatever experience, a lot of healing here, but I feel like something is being created here, and I feel like you're taking a lot of what you've experienced here and not allowing whatever sort of negative energy, or if you're feeling run down, or if you're feeling like, I don't know, like things aren't working your way. I feel like you're able to take this energy and still turn it into something here that is workable. I feel like you've come a very long way here. And I feel like you're working towards something here that I think you've put in a lot of time and effort and energy into. And I feel like it's been difficult because maybe your results haven't been visible to you. But I feel a shift in your energy here. That despite what you're seeing with your eyes, you understand here that your dedication to something here is not going to go unnoticed. And I feel like despite the pressures, despite how you physically felt tired, how you emotionally felt drained, you continue to persist in an understanding of yourself, and an understanding of what you wanted, and an understanding of what you were trying to get. I feel like you were working towards something here that you felt like no matter what you would do, how much energy you'd put into it, how much time, it never resulted in something here that you were trying to build or create or bring into reality here. But I feel like there's a shift in energy that I feel you're still optimistic here in staying focused and dedicated here to receive. I think you're in this energy of staying committed and dedicated here despite your environment. I feel like you've been really putting time, energy, effort, nurturing whatever this is. It's like your creation, your baby. You've been nursing it. But Spirit's saying also there's a need to nurse yourself here. Some of you guys might have been outright bullied or forced to do things here, but I don't feel like you cracked under pressure. I feel like it might have given you the drive and inspiration for you to keep plugging forward here. I feel like things that were difficult to accept or things that were difficult to work with, you learned to take this and shift the energy here towards still doing something here. And I feel like a lot of you guys might have felt like you were borderline about to give up, or that whatever this was not going to come into fruition. So there was an energy here of, is this even worth it? Am I wasting my time? Should I continue working towards this? Is it over? Should I accept some sort of ending here? Or is there, will I ever get to the top? Will I ever get the benefits of what it is that I'm working towards? And I feel like Spirit is saying in the next 7 days, there's this creation that you've been working on that is definitely coming towards you here, that you are highly, highly protected here. So you will be seeing that your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Now, let's pull some more tarot to see what we can see. For pile number 2, Spirit, thank you so much for that message. Can we see some more about pile number 2 in this creation? What can they expect energetically in the next 7 days? Thank you so much, Spirit. Clear and concise. Anything I have missed that pile number 2 should know about this creation, about this energy. Knight of Wands. The Magician now in the upright. Keep at it. That's Gemini, Virgo energy. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. There's that creative energy. We have the Moon in reverse. And finally, we have the Emperor. Pisces energy, Aries energy. So, pile number 2, the creative energy, our baby, what we really passionately feel we need to, what we're speaking to here in our heart space. I feel like there's a need to stay at it. There's a need to continue taking action. You are manifesting this, although I think you didn't see it in the past, because I feel like you're uncertain whether there would be a result here of your continuous effort, because I don't think you saw what was coming of it. But I feel like the next 7 days, there is going to be something made visible to you. And I feel like the energy shift here is you dropping the uncertainty, you dropping maybe considering whether it is worth it, you making the decision here to stay committed to your manifestation here, and that you are in a position to win here. You're in a position to, despite any sort of obstacles or challenges that have come towards you, I feel like you're still bringing in this beautiful manifestation because of your dedication, because of your ability to stay committed and take the power and charge in your own hands. Yeah, I feel like there's some more clarity coming in. And there's also an understanding here. And that's the best energy here, is because you're no longer second guessing yourself. You're no longer second guessing whether you have it in you or whether something will be manifested. It's just more of a matter of time of empowering yourself to get there. But you also trust that it's happening for you. which gives you that empowerment. I feel there's an energy shift here of empowerment, of seeing the final result here that will come with great blessings here. Knowing you have the ability to get through this. Because you might have felt very drained, and whether you were capable, you're second guessing your ability, and I feel like you are totally able to bring this into fruition. So final words here from Spirit, any guidance, any final words for pile 2 in regards to this beautiful energy shift for pile 2? What do they need to know? Guidance, final words, anything that is still unknown. Ooh, we had cards go flying. Give me a second. Okay, we had these two reveal themselves. Let us go kind of in the order in which I saw them fall out. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Star. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles. Aquarius energy, Taurus energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So heavy Aquarius. All right. So what is coming out? Well, look at this. The Queen of Swords. This is like we were getting that moon in reverse, which was whatever was unclear to us becomes more clear. We get out of uncertainty. We can now see a lot clearer. We're now very certain. And I feel like your certainty is in your own energy here. The Empress is divine feminine energy, and this is also mother energy, your ability to create abundance here for ourselves, to be empowered. And the Empress and the Queen of Swords is able to carry through no matter how challenging, because the Queen of Swords lays boundaries, and she is very intelligent in what she needs to do. So I feel like you have what it takes to birth something here, and it is your desire, your hope, your wish, something here that I feel like you potentially felt at some point. Did you have it in you? Could you make it happen? Were you able to act on it? And I feel like not only do you act on it, I feel like you make this decision to stay committed to something here because you understand that you have the ability and the intelligence to pull through here. Despite, I feel, the turbulency here around you, the pressure around you, because I feel like it might be difficult for you to manage this. Okay, and I feel like there is an energy here of, yeah, like whatever sort of you needed here in way of stability or solid grounding here didn't make itself presentable to you. So it's been a challenge, but I feel like you're accepting the fact that what is there to work with is enough for you to work with. And that maybe you don't need buy-in from other people or some sort of perfect situation here that's going to be what you need to take this off the ground. I feel like you work with what you have here in order to create what you need. And for some of you guys, it could be a lack of finances here or something you needed in the physical realm here. But I feel like there's an understanding here that you can work with what you have here towards birthing this beautiful dream of yours. So I think you get very clear and certain here that you have what it takes here because of your passion, because of your desire towards this creation. And I feel you do get creative as to what is going to work. What can you do with the resources you have here? I think we should pull some, giving you guidance towards what is this resource you can lean on if there is something here, because the Two of Pentacles is very turbulent and the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, you know, if you're lacking finances or some sort of stability here to do it, how are you going to pull this off? So Spirit, can we get some information in regards to What can pile 2 kind of depend on here? I mean, you're depending on yourself, but let's see. Some guidance here, some more information for pile 2. What can they depend on? What alternative solution do they have here? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords in reverse. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Moon. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and more Pisces energy here. Okay, so this message is quite interesting here. I feel like whatever we were telling ourselves that we needed and why we were stopped here, why we couldn't move forward because of something practical that we needed, I think we get very certain and clear to ourselves and honest to ourselves that we don't need what we thought we kind of needed here in order to proceed. And we were stuck. And we believed to be stuck because of something that was maybe external or practical or in our world. But I feel like your creative love and your desire towards whatever this is and your dedication resulted in you overcoming whatever was keeping you stuck here, whatever you felt separated from, because I feel like you felt very sad here, very heartbroken over the inability to move forward here. But I think what Spirit is saying is that your dedication, your heart space, your ability to trust in your creation and your love, and to be honest with yourself in areas that you felt you were really held back by, that there is this coming in here that you're not able to see right now, the coming together of what this looks like externally, and to trust that your dedication, your love, and your ability to stay true and committed to that, to figuring this out and to yourself, will get you out of any sort of pains you've been feeling here or disconnected from this creation. Although you might not see how or the way just yet, you might even fear that if you are honest and recognize where you were held back and held stuck, unable to move forward, there might be fear of becoming truthful about this. But trust that your love for whatever this creation is will get you out of the state energetically and closer to your manifestation here, because you are manifesting this and you have manifested this. But I think we're really wrapped up energetically in what isn't working, what hasn't worked, what's been stopping us. I think we've become honest and clear about, you know, whatever, and maybe we were wronged by someone or some situation that wasn't fair, and it's now becoming something that we can see clearer, but we don't really know what the outcome is. We don't really know how then will we become closer to our manifestation, but at least we've resolved something here that was stuck. Okay, so final words here for you guys. I feel like this is kind of freeing you from a stuck energy, rather than seeing what the new energy is. It's like you accept, you see, you are now able to take that, and now you're able to move on. So you might have been hung up on something that wasn't working or something that you needed in order to make this work. So final words here. 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Wow, 10, 10, 10. 10's all about endings here. So I feel like there is a release here. Yeah, I am accepting. You're releasing something that wasn't working. Although painful, I feel like you're closer to attaining, 7 of Swords, attaining what it is that you set your heart out to. Knight of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So what Spirit is saying here is kind of a repeat message here. I feel like there was an ultimate end game here, like the pinnacle of what you wanted to achieve here in your creation here. With the Ten of Cups, this is ultimate fulfillment here. And maybe you were working with someone else here too. There was a partnership and somebody might have, you know, lied. They might have not have been honest. There might have been some sort of dependency that you required on them to achieve something here or show up in a way. And I feel like what you're accepting here is that something didn't work out. Something had come to an end here. And I feel that what was very heavy and what was very much the pressure here, or somebody maybe forcing something that wasn't working, and you could have very well been forcing something to work. It was very heavy. I feel like there's a release of that. The energy shifts. This is kind of over, which frees you up towards moving in the direction still of the dream, the creation, the love that you have here. I feel like you're now free to move forward. And I feel like wherever you were feeling heavy and dependent and stuck, was a challenge within itself, wasn't allowing you to move forward. So I feel like you free yourself here and you get very much in the position of understanding you are protected here, and you continue to move towards what you love. There's a dedication and a loyalty towards this. 9 plus 1 is 10. We're seeing another 10 here. So definitely something we're releasing here. And I feel like this also makes you feel lighter health-wise. I feel like this is taking a toll on you physically. All right. So release yourself. Beautiful. I feel like you are in this energy shift already here. And Spirit wants you to celebrate your wins. And sometimes the win here is when we release ourselves from maybe a situation that was holding us back in some way. And now we're able to move forward. We're able to see where things were, maybe where other people were deceptive or not clear or honest here. And maybe we came honest, right? So anyway, this is what I see for you guys. Pile number 2. I hope this resonated for you guys. Interesting readings we're getting for you guys for the full moon. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful. Pile number 3. You picked the peacock. One of my absolute favorite animals is the peacock. Peacock, very proud, very flamboyant. All right, so peacock group. I pre-shuffled the oracle cards. We're looking at the energy coming in the next 7 days with the full moon. There are 2 full moons in August 2023. This one happens to be the blue moon. So this is a super moon here, and it's coming with a lot of charged energy. If you are watching outside of when I post, keep in mind it is a timeless reading. So this is the next 7 days. Potentially you're coming into a full moon. What energy is coming in for you? Please use your intuition to see, feel, or hear whatever you can intuitively connect with here that you're going to see, feel, or hear, so that you know this is your pile. All right, so let's see. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race with 62, or number 8. We have, I was called here on a mission. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Wow, perseverance. Slow and steady wins the race. I am trustful in my relationships. Okay. And connection. The puppet strings. Okay. And friction. And we have a placemat with, looks like supper or dinner. And we have a rope being twisted here so much that's causing tension here. Friction. Tension. And here we have a bunch of people. Looks like kind of a convention here, and then someone off in the distance here looking at a group of people. And look at that. We have a rope wound around a pillar here. Rope. Tension, friction. Wound up. Very wound up. Creator water. Creator water. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be prominent in your chart. Get back to elemental, 48. Or the number 12, or the number 3. Get back to elemental. Limitations, inspire innovations, 52. Or the number 7, which is chariot in the tarot. Limitations, inspire innovations. Okay. Food meditation, I can. Look at that. Food meditation, I can. Okay. Well, pile 3. I'm going to put these down here so we have room for the tarot. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, for pile number 3, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Anything they need to know in regards to this supercharged energy in the next 7 days. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have the Star in reverse, Aquarius energy. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, 2 aces. And we have Justice in reverse, Libra energy. Okay, pile 3. Thank God yours is a little clearer than 1 and 2, because those were very confusing for me to read. What do I see? A situation. It's very challenging. I feel you gave up. I feel you don't see how something's going to work out here. It might have been very unfair. It didn't work out. I feel like it was supposed to bring some sort of abundance here. And I feel it did not. I feel like it caused strife, and you felt on the outside, and you still feel like you're on the outside here. I feel like you might have at one point been dependent on having something sort of transpire here that was supposed to be fulfilling. And I feel like no matter what you did here, it didn't result in an outcome here that was fulfilling, that was bringing you what it was that you were trying to attain. If anything, I think you tried many, many different ways, and all it resulted here is in disappointment and challenge. And I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it can certainly be with another person, with people, maybe could be at work, could be a romantic relationship, a partnership here, whatever you are attempting here. And I think at some point you were not wanting or willing to give up, but I feel like you have. And what you don't really see coming here in the next 7 days with this energy is I feel as though there is something coming in here for you that you're not aware of that is going to be fulfilling here. A new beginning for you. I think you lost hope here in getting justice in something, and I feel like you didn't give up at some point. You kept going, but I feel like it never really fully brought in justice. And I think you hit the point of nope. but that is turning. But I feel that there's something better coming in for you. And I don't think you see it. I don't think you expect it. And I think you were putting up with scraps or wanting something you had your eye on here that you thought would be fulfilling, that you kind of wanted, maybe felt you needed. And you might have felt like it was perfect for whatever situation here, but it didn't work out. And what Spirit is saying is that you were looking at and putting up with, or thinking you were supposed to be receiving scraps or just enough, what you felt was just enough. But you're going to get showered with a million times whatever it was here that you were looking at and putting energy and effort, but all you were getting here was challenge, friction, tension, multiple attempts trying to rescue some sort of situation here, feeling left out, feeling like you didn't belong. I feel like you were dedicated to whatever situation. And I feel like there's an experience here that you were made to experience, because I think for a lot of you guys, you might be questioning here kind of what was it for, especially because you were really desiring something here for yourself for the future. And I feel like all you kind of got here was an imbalance and injustice, and it stunted your new beginning here. But you are being showered with abundance, more plentiful than what it was that you were expecting or preparing yourself for, because of your perseverance. And I feel like the universe and Spirit knows your attempt and your genuineness here. I feel there's something coming through here with you really putting in a good, genuine, caring effort here. And all you really brought in up until now was strife, or an inability to hone in what it was that you were trying to achieve. So you hit your limit, but I feel like this is not going unrecognized here by the universe. All right, so let's see. What are you getting here that's more abundant? Because I feel like a lot of you guys hit your limit here, and whatever it was that was supposed to be, I don't know, like whatever it was you're trying to make happen here, it just wasn't happening. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, more information for pile 3. What is this message about? What is the message about here for pile 3 that I might be missing? Anything further for pile 3 to get clear about? 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in reverse, Lovers in reverse, 3 of Swords, and finally, the 7 of Swords. So what was it? Well, you were hanging on to a situation here. You're trying to make do with it. You were trying to do what you could here, but I feel at some point you were hanging on to and trying to, again, attain some sort of outcome. And this sort of card here talks about where we have a lack mindset, because we could be hanging on to something because we might fear we don't deserve better, or if we risk something we might lose out. So we're hanging on very tightly. But I feel like the energy with the new moon is showing here an ending here. You're releasing. And again, like I said, it could be, a partnership here with connection and with relationships and with people. I feel like there's an acceptance here of a not hanging on, an acceptance of understanding the pain here with the Three of Swords, because I think it is painful, or has been painful, to let go of a situation which you had an expectation. But I feel like the truth here now, whatever lies were going on, because this is like deceiving ourselves, or deception, or not wanting to see truths here. I feel like we become honest and we leave said situation. We leave a situation here, and we might leave abruptly. I feel like you've already kind of left. You might be looking back on a situation that you were hanging on to, now understanding there is an energy of leaving that in the past here, leaving the heartache with whatever this situation is here. So let's look at what's coming in then for you, because I feel like some of you guys, you've already kind of cut off whatever situation here, but I do feel like the I can here is opening yourself up to great abundance. So what is coming in then? What can they expect? Now, I don't know that what you're getting here will be in the next 7 days, but I feel like releasing whatever this was opens yourself up. And I feel like in the next 7 days, you kind of completely detach yourself here from a very limiting situation that was very much limiting, very, I don't know, caused a lot of tension here, okay? So remember, what is meant for you doesn't weigh a thing. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not restricted. It doesn't feel like you got to force it. And I feel like this, you had to kind of force or do something here that you shouldn't have to do. So what can pile number 3 expect, maybe outside of these next 7 days, by releasing and moving forward here? Slow and steady wins the race. Yes, here, High Priestess. That is the intuition. All right, we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Wands in reverse. There is the release. Okay. Queen of Pentacles now in the upright. So, beautiful. Pile 2. I think for 2, sorry, pile 3. Maybe some of you guys are called to 2. High Priestess. I feel this is your energy. I feel like you're this beautiful, intuitive High Priestess here. There's an understanding here of something greater spiritually here for you. And I feel like your true energy is this of the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like whatever the situation was made you feel undervalued, unappreciated, not seen. And I feel like you might have been dependent on trying to do something here at the expense of losing yourself. I feel like what you gain here is your independence. Like, look at her, she's royalty. Okay, so now I feel for all of you guys, there's something different that you're bringing in that is going to be 100 times more valuable here than whatever scraps you were waiting for or trying to make happen. And I feel like you've manifested this and it's ready to come into abundance. I see oak leaves here, and this is giving me autumn. I feel like October, end of September, end of October is going to be a significant period of time for you. And I feel like there's no need to fight and force. This is coming in towards you. Abundance, wealth, gain. Whatever it is you were trying to make happen is coming in for you, towards you, because the Queen of Pentacles manifests here, okay? And she isn't chasing anything. And she is confident and stable in her position. And there is a harvest coming in for you. And I feel like intuitively you already know it. You've been working on it. You have this confidence, and this confidence allows you to let go of what's not serving you. Release whatever you're hanging on to. I feel like you no longer want to move towards whatever was causing pain with the Three of Swords. Whatever was not budging, whatever was difficult, whatever's causing tension is now no longer something you want to work with or hang on to. And this frees you. And I feel like it's a release. You're no longer having to fight. You're no longer defensive. You're now in a receiving, receptive energy. And there's this beautiful harvest coming in with the manifestation that you've been working on, because I feel throughout this whole thing you persevered with never giving up on your own desire here, which is what you wanted. And I feel it with the water creator. I feel like this is in regards to your emotions, your heart space. You saw the Three of Swords, which is your heart space here, feeling a lack, feeling let down. But I feel like you've created something here by manifesting. And get back to the elemental is you don't have to do anything. It's like getting back to the basics. It's happening naturally here for you. There is no force. There is no need to control or hang on or... Yeah, and I feel like whatever this was, it kind of was the opening here to the doorway here for whatever to come towards you. So I'm going to pull final words here to see if we can see a sneaky peek here as to what you can receive. And I know for all of you guys it could be different, but Spirit, thank you so much for pile 3. Is there anything we can share with pile 3, what they can be ready to receive here, or final advice, final words, any message that needs to come through pile 3 needs to hear at this time? Thank you so much. We have Page of Cups in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. I have the Five of Swords in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So, pile 3. This is very interesting energy. 2 pages. So, I feel like you're dealing with immature people, or people here who just were in an energy of immaturity. I feel like you're definitely owed an apology here, or some sort of communication, okay? So, I feel as though there's a justice or a balance here, in a way that whoever you were dealing with is most likely understanding that they need to come forward with some sort of an apology, which I feel might help for some of you guys, maybe not all of you guys, but I feel like there is this energy here of having to compete. And I feel like whatever challenge, struggle you were experiencing here has been released, but it's been shifted. And I feel like, I don't know if this is going to make you feel much better, but I feel like whatever energies you were going through here is now shifted to whoever you were dealing with. People, situations, person, circumstance here. And there's a need to compete here and fight. But you've released yourself from all that. You're focused and dedicated on working with energies here that you can build with. And I feel you build something and create something beautiful here. Because I feel like you have the ability here to stay focused, dedicated, committed, despite your experience. But now you recognize who is capable and deserving of you working with. And this is always where we create a third energy with someone else that is willing to and able to work with us. So when you take 2 people, you create a third energy. It's called synergy. You can create a business. You can create whatever here. You can create a family. You can create something here that I feel you are trying to build or come together or work together. And it could very well be, you know, a workplace here, because these are work cards. So your boss could very well be knowing that they lost out here, and they might come back and say, hey, we want to keep you. But now they got to compete for you because you've got another job offer. They owe you an apology, and they need to act right here. So what will they do? So now you're in a position of advantage. And I think you have the choice. Because now I feel like there's multiple streams of abundance that are coming towards you. And you might say, you know what? Where were you when I needed you? So you stay focused with your new work. This could be a relationship where someone kind of didn't explore, didn't open up the heart space. They were closed off. So you focus elsewhere here, maybe on your craft, maybe on another relationship. And you stay focused here, and this person now has to compete for your time, your energy. They understand now that there might be other suitors here interested in you, and you're focused on your own abundance. So now you have multiple people here fighting for your attention, for your affection. And the choice is yours. Who do you work with? Where do you want to invest your time? Who's deserving and willing of your, capable and willing to work with you, that's deserving of you putting in this energy and this effort? So I feel like you get to a confident level here and an understanding. So there's kind of like this karmic element here where the tables kind of turn here in a situation that was very difficult. But I feel this is because you release and you give it up to whatever energies here can take the wheel, so to speak. But justice is definitely coming in for you. So I'm just going to pull some final words here for you guys. Whatever further Spirit wants to communicate for 3, just because I pulled a lot of cards for the other 2. Any final message, anything further pile number 3 needs to hear that's going to help. Final words, final message for pile number 3. 9 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Swords, or sorry, 9 of Wands, 2 9s, 6 of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands, and one more, Hanged Man. So this is interesting because it's really leaning in on the other energies here that you were dealing with. So I feel like a situation that was unsatisfactory for you. I feel like what's happened now is that you become very much in an energy of standing your ground in your own position here, and you're protected by anyone who is not bringing you emotional fulfillment. But I feel like whatever energies you were dealing with here, they're not getting their emotional fulfillment from you, because I feel you're no longer invested in whatever this was that wasn't fulfilling. So they experience a loss here. And I feel like whatever was not working in a situation here allows you to move forward towards a new beginning of something that is, because I think your perspective completely shifts and changes here. But as you completely shift perspective here, I think whatever energies you were dealing with here now have a realization here, now have a change of perspective here, that they were in a position here that wasn't allowing things to progress, that wasn't successful energy, that was not in a cooperative energy. They were maybe defensive, blocked, guarded. And it resulted in not getting what they wanted, not getting their wish, not being victorious, not winning. So I do feel like this energy wants to make things right, wants to come in with a new perspective, with a new understanding here, based on an experience. So I think you have a different mindset, and I think whatever person, situation, people you're engaged with also come in with a different perspective. So now we have a different type of energy, a different type of playing field here, back to elemental. And the choice becomes yours. Do I want to be guarded and defensive here in a situation that wasn't fulfilling for me? Do I still move forward with a new understanding? Or do I stay put here and wait and see what comes of a situation here? But I don't think you stay put. I feel like you guys release yourselves. And I feel like whatever you were dealing with here has a new understanding. That they were in a position of guardedness or defensiveness or difficult to work with. They were causing friction. They were the biggest challenge. And I feel you're free to choose. You're coming out of anything that was unclear, confusion. It's like you have been extended the olive branch here, and you could extend the olive branch if you wanted to. Whether you do or don't, I don't know. That's up to you. But next 7 days, huge shift for you guys. Pile number 3. All right, so let me know how this resonated for you, and I will see you soon. Bye.